Happy anniversary to U Therapy. On this date, 2 years ago, I opened my doors for the first time and began this practice here at 6040 Earl Brown Drive in Brooklyn Center. It's been 2 great years, and there are a lot of ways that I could commemorate this date. However, I've decided to do something that I feel we all should do a lot more, and that is simply to express some gratitude for what I appreciate so much from so many people. So I'm not going to get to everybody, of course, but I just want to run through a handful. First, of course, to my family, to my wife and my children, thank you for taking this journey with me, taking a risk. This is a small business, so naturally there's risk involved, and yet you believed that I could make this work. You supported me through this process, and so thank you for making it happen. Of course, also thank you for understanding that this kind of business isn't about the numbers. So the financial risk is there, however, it's not about the gain, but about who we can help and how we do, and you've been wonderful, so thank you so much for that. Thank you, of course, to my consultation group. It's a group of 3 women with whom I meet about monthly and have done so for the past 8 years. We support each other, care for each other, and make each other better therapists. So thank you to Lynn Lukers, who has her own practice in Minnetonka, Erin Leach, who has her own practice, Minnesota Counseling and Therapy Center in Bloomington, and to Aaron Gates, who practices at Rum River Counseling at both locations, Brooklyn Park and Plymouth. So thank you to all 3 of you. Thank you to all those of you who have trained and taught me over the years. I've learned so much. It's been very helpful, and I look forward to years and years of continued education and growth, both personally and professionally. Thank you, of course, also to those that provide professional services for me. JGM Management Company, who provides this huge 500 square foot space for me to practice in, and for your support throughout the past 2 years and continued support. To my accountant, of course, Matt Deal at Deals Accounting, and to Great Lakes Medical Billing, because I don't know the ins and outs of the medical billing process, but you sure do take care of me great. So thank you all. Now, most importantly, let's get to the people who I should really be focusing my thanks on, and that is my clients. About 26 months ago, I began to make my plans clear that I was going to be leaving advanced behavioral health and starting my own practice. All of the clients that I had at the time, I gave you very clear choices that you're welcome to come with me. You're welcome to, we could find you someone else there at Advanced Behavioral Health, or you can seek help elsewhere. You can decide to not do therapy anymore. The choice was up to you, and nearly 100% of you came with me. And even though it was a 4-mile move down the road, not even 4 miles, your decision to come with me validates my care, my approach, my treatment style. So thank you so much. In coming into my own office 2 years ago also, you tolerated the growing pains, tolerated just some of what happens with me only being a one-man show. You tolerated the small space. So thank you. To those of you who have come to me over the past 2 years, thank you. My message, U Therapy, is a bit confusing. It doesn't sell well, and yet you got it, you bought in, and you came. The reason it doesn't sell well, if you have a problem and it's serious enough that it's affecting your life and you need to make a change, the most obvious thing to do is to seek out a professional that specializes in that problem. I first began working with autistic people in 1999 and have done so ever since. But I am not going to call myself an autism expert. For the past decade plus, I've worked with couples, families, children, various groups of people, various ethnicities, cultural experiences, economic backgrounds, helping people through a variety of modalities. I understand many different forms of treatment. I have extensive understanding of trauma, and it goes on and on. But I'm not a specialist, because I don't believe that I can ever be a specialist in you more so than you are in you. I believe very strongly that my job is to try to understand you, to support you, and to help you get the most out of your life. But that is not a winning marketing strategy. Yet somehow you came to you therapy. So thank you for that. To all of you, past, present, future, called me but then moved on, whatever, I believe you would have found help elsewhere had you not come to me. Still, thank you for making yourself a priority, for knowing that something needed to change, for wanting to help improve aspects of yourself or your marriage or help your child. Thank you for making that commitment. Thank you so much.